I know you're never going to be 100% ready, but I do feel like this is my time. Hello besties, my name is Suli and welcome to the girls room. I'm about to head out and my hairstyle is just sunglasses on top of my head, like that's it. But I filmed a little get ready with me, get to know me video as my first welcome video, just so you guys can have a little bit of background about me. I'm excited to start my YouTube again. I hadn't really announced or anything. I kind of wanted to have a couple videos up before I started, just so you guys can like binge watch a little bit. I'm gonna try to post at least once a week. That is my goal. That is what I'm aiming for. Don't come for me if I don't, but come for me, so that way I can, I can actually freaking do it. But I'm super excited to get this video started. I hope you guys enjoy it, and yeah, let's go ahead. Right, so we're gonna go ahead and jump right into it. I'm gonna be starting off by prepping the skin. Of course, we have the Proteiny Polypeptide Cream from Drunk Elephant. All right, so first things first, my name. So I go by Suli, but a lot of people pronounce it Sully, which is okay. Honestly, I have just gotten used to nobody ever saying my name right. My real first name is Sulema. I'm gonna be using the Kiehl's Creamy Eye Treatment with Avocado for under our eyes. Honestly, I've always hated my freaking name. Nobody can ever pronounce it. When I was younger, people would call me all sorts of things and I just grew to freaking hate my name, honestly. So I've just always gone by Suli, but sometimes I feel like, am I really gonna be like an old ass adult named Suli? Like, should I go back to Sulema? But I don't know. I'm in too deep. I'm in way too deep. Like, nobody knows my real name anymore. We're gonna put some of the Huda Beauty Full Filter Corrector in the color Peach. I don't even know if you can see the difference on the camera, but in person it makes a world of a difference. So I am 28 years old. I just turned 28 this past summer. My birthday is in July. It's July 28th. I'm in Leo. I feel like just kind of explains a lot, to be honest. When I tell people I'm a Leo, they're like, oh, okay, I see it. I'm like, what does that mean? So I did a little Q&A box thing on Instagram, and one of the main questions was, where am I from? And honestly, I never know what that means. Like, where in the States do you live? Where are your parents from? Like, where's your hometown? Like, oh, I don't know. So I'm gonna tell you all of it. I am from North Carolina. I have lived here all my life, born and raised here. I'm originally from a smaller town and we moved a couple hours away. Probably like, maybe it's like 2 hours away. So it's not too far, but far enough. Hometown is one of those like 2 stoplight towns, and I don't want to talk too much trash about it, but I'm not a big city girl, but I'm not a very small town girl either. Like, since I was young, I was just dying to get out of there. My mom, she is from Mexico. She's from Michoacan. And then my dad is from Guatemala. I believe he's from Guatemala City. I'm not sure. We don't really talk. And growing up, we had more of like the Mexican culture instilled within us because my mom cooked all the Mexican food and had like all the Mexican traditions and stuff. So I honestly never really learned much about my dad's side. Next, I'm going to be using both of these It Cosmetics CC cream because I don't have my bright color at all. So I just kind of mix these two. A little bit of the whiter one. Honestly, one little dot goes a long way, so I don't even know why I put that much. So I feel like half of my followers know this and like the other half don't, just because I don't post about it a lot. But I am a mom and I had him the day after I turned 18. So he is 10 now, and I can give you guys like a whole like 17 and pregnant story on it. I've done one before on here when I had my YouTube channel like up and running a couple years ago. Ended up archiving all those videos. So if you guys want a story time on that, I can do that. And the reason I say that a lot of people like don't know, I'll post him every now and then, get messages like, oh my god, you're a mom, like, is that your son? Like, who? Like, you know, like, just like they're so shocked. And I'm like, oh yeah, I forget, like a lot of these people don't know. We're gonna go in with this Fenty Beauty Match Sticks in the shade Truffle. But yeah, like when I tried YouTube the first time around, I tried to do like a family channel and vlog and stuff like that. And I don't know, like, and I just ended up not really liking the whole family channel vibe. And as I grew on my social media, I just stopped wanting to have my kid on social media. Like, I learned to keep my personal life more private, especially when it comes to my kid. I don't really post him. If anything, I'll post him like on my close friends. And I think that's why people are like, we've never seen him before. The more that I've been on social media, the more I realize like kids really shouldn't be on social media. Just my personal opinion, my personal preference. I just don't really want my family on there. Which brings me to my next topic. I am married. Again, a lot of people get surprised whenever I say that I'm married. Well, somebody once DM'd me and they were like, girl, I thought you lived at home with your parents or something, with your dad. Like, you lived at home with your dad. I was like, girl, I don't even talk to my dad. But yes, I am married. I got married super, super young. I actually got married at 17. Which can also play into the whole pregnant at 17. Bro, it was a whole like religious... I'm just glad and thankful that everything worked out and we're still together because it was crazy. But again, another story time. I think I should put more blush. Oh, this is the Rare Beauty in the shade Grace. I'm obsessed with all the little Rare Beauty blushes. Literally a little dot goes a super long way, and I learned that the hard way. But yeah, we have been married obviously as long as my son has been alive. So we've been married for 10 years. Almost 11 this year. Okay, I think mucho this time. We're gonna go in with the One Size Ultra Pink setting powder. I love this stuff ever since I discovered the whole like pink color. So this year will make 13 years of us being together. It's crazy. I think we just ended up growing together instead of growing apart because we obviously are very, very different people. Then, I mean, he was a skater boy when I met him and he's now like a full-blown country boy. That should tell you enough. I don't know, but we just kind of like ended up growing together instead of, you know, growing apart. I was a stay-at-home mom and my husband was working construction out of state, and eventually he ended up joining the military and we spent a couple years at Fort Bragg. I freaking loved being a stay-at-home mom. I'd always take him to the park and to the library, and I just loved doing all that little fun stuff with him. I did like a lot of like DIY, Pinteresty stuff, you know, that fun mom stuff. But I did always say that I wanted to go back to school and get into some kind of career once he was old enough. So once he started kindergarten, we had moved back over here. We got out of Fort Bragg. And I started school, so I went to school for dental assisting. And honestly, I really didn't even know what I was getting myself into. I was just kind of like, okay, well, it's something that doesn't take too long and it pays okay. So I started going to school for it. I was doing a lot of hours and stuff. You know, you have to have a certain amount of hours to graduate. And that's when COVID hit and everything just kind of went south. I ended up graduating in 2020. A perfect year to graduate. Also, when I started my job, which also is going to be another story time of like why I quit my job and all that stuff. Again, I already had that video up, but since I archived everything, I'm going to be redoing it all. But fast forward, I ended up quitting, and then I was like, all right, I've been over here begging, like saying like, oh my god, I can't wait till he goes to school. I can't wait till he goes to school. I want to get a job. And then I'm just like, fuck that. Like, what am I thinking? So then I was super grateful to be back being a stay-at-home mom. I didn't even show you guys the powders that I use. So for the bronzer, I use the what's it called? Hula Benefit, the Hula bronzer in the shade Toasted. And then for the blush, I use this Morphe one in the shade Juicy Secret. I can't talk. Long story short, I ended up getting super depressed. I quit my job and everything. I was back home, but my son at school now. It wasn't as fun being a stay-at-home mom, obviously, because I didn't, you know, get to go out with him and stuff. So I wanted to, you know, keep myself busy, and I would just clean all day, and I was like, all right, but I feel like I need something more. So that's when I started getting into fitness. At the time, my cousin was going through her weight loss journey, and she was in the gym, hitting her macros and doing all this stuff, and I just kind of like, I'm interested, and I was like, okay, I want to do that, because during the time where I got depressed and quit my job and all that, I lost weight. I lost like 10 pounds, so I was at 140, ended up being 130, and I just looked sick, pálida, flaca, like more flaca than usual. I've always been really flaca, but yeah, I just looked really sick. I use the Refi brow tint in the shade Deep Brown. Just I started working out at home. Honestly, I probably didn't do like the best workouts, and then I was like, all right, if I can keep this up, I'm gonna sign up for a gym. So I told myself, like, if I stay committed, I'm gonna sign up for a gym, because I was tired of like signing up for shit and then just quitting. So I was like, if I stay committed at home, then I will sign up for a gym. The first day that my son went back to school, I signed up for the gym and I was going 5 times a week, every single week. Like I did not miss a day. But I had found something that I really liked for myself, and I found myself being more than just a mom again, because when I quit my job, I was just kind of like, what am I gonna do? Like, am I just gonna be just a mom? Which I love being a mom. Obviously, being a mom is a great job, and it's a job in itself, but I just wanted a little something more for me. The gym that I was going to was it was like a small gym, and it was a women's only gym. So I felt really comfortable there, and I started recording. And that's when I started posting my fitness stuff. And even though a lot of people are probably like, why is she posting stuff? Like, she don't even know. She's barely working out for like a month and she's already posting stuff. But I didn't care. I've always liked posting like pictures and stuff. And I made like a whole separate account. Oh my god, I don't have mascara for my under eyes. But I made a whole separate account and everything, and I would post like my gym videos and stuff. I had the urge to like start posting on my real Instagram, because obviously my fitness Instagram didn't have as many followers, and I was like, you know what, I'm just gonna do it, and I'm just gonna post on my regular Instagram. And at that time, I think it probably had like maybe 1,000, maybe 2,000 followers. And I remember my first brand that reached out was Bow & Tea, and I was so freaking excited, because at that time also my TikTok started growing, because I was posting like my gym workouts, I was posting gym outfits and gym outfits of the day, gym outfits of the week, all that fun stuff. So Bow & Tea reached out, and that's when I was like, you know what, I can do this. Like I want to be a content creator. That brings me into my next. I know somebody asked how I got into content, and that's kind of how I just kind of started, like, slowly. I'm gonna be using the MAC lip liner in the shade Burgundy with this is a Fenty Ice gloss bomb, I believe. Yeah, it's in the shade Ice. But it's supposed to be like bluey, but it looks so red because I always use this red lip liner. ¿Qué estaba diciendo? Yeah, so I just kind of started posting my fitness stuff, and then my TikTok started like getting a lot of followers and stuff, and so it just kind of became more like a fitness thing. And that's when Diosa Fit found me, and I have been working with them ever since. And I just kind of realized that I'm not just all about fitness. Like, I like more than just fitness, and I hated that I put myself into a box. So I started with like get ready with me for the gym, and then I started with like get ready with me like period, and then makeup, and then like hair and stuff. Like I started with hair for the gym, and then I just transitioned into like just regular hairstyles, you know, like just little stuff like that. And I feel like I have become like, I wouldn't consider myself like a fitness content creator, maybe just like lifestyle. But I do lean more into fitness just because I do love fitness, but it's just not all about fitness. So I try to like put a little bit of like beauty and fashion and stuff like that in there. I've been doing that for a while now. I feel like I've been posting, if we want to get real, I've been posting for years. But consistently, I want to say about maybe like a year or like 2 years. I'm not even sure. We're pretty much done. Don't think I'm gonna do my hair on camera because it's just gonna get loud. I've been posting for like consistently for like a year or two. I was just taking it as like it's a side job. I was even like embarrassed to say like, oh, like I have to film today. Like I would just always push it to the side and be like, all right, well, I'll do it tomorrow. I just started taking it more seriously, and I was like, all right, if this is gonna be my job, then take it like a freaking job and take it seriously like a job. And ever since then, I have just been posting way more consistently, and I feel like that's what's been helping me grow as well. The fact that I've been taking it more seriously. I actually plan my day out. I plan my content out. Like I take it, you know, as a job. I did feel like it was just time for me to restart my YouTube because I have all the equipment. I have the knowledge. I feel like I've gotten a lot better at editing. I feel like I've gotten way more comfortable talking on camera. Even though I kind of look over here on the side of this because I have a mirror right here. I need eye contact. I need to work on eye contact, but I'm getting better at like showing my personality and speaking regularly and talking like how I would actually talk. Kind of wanted to revamp the whole thing. I was like, I don't want to do a family channel. I'm so glad, honestly, I'm just so glad that that didn't work out and I didn't continue down that path. Like maybe they'll be in a vlog here and there, but it's mainly going to be just me. I know you're never going to be 100% ready, but I do feel like this is my time. Like this is the time that I should be doing my YouTube as opposed to when I was doing it back then. I don't know if that makes sense. Anyways, I'm just rambling now, but that is it for this video. Oh, I forgot my setting spray. This is a setting spray that I always use. I always use the all-nighter even though I'm not going anywhere all night. or at all. Anyways, thank you so much for hanging out with me. I hope that this is the start of a beautiful friendship. Still like working on what I want to do here, but just kind of wanted to start off with a little get to know me so you guys aren't like, who is this chick even? Like, why is she here? But anyways, I hope you guys have a beautiful day and I will see you guys next time.